stuff like that. And I know that it's important to be healthy, but why should me being big stop a high value man from wanting me?
So they don't want you?
Okay.
That, my friends, was a legendary clip from our dear brother, Kevin Samuels. And of course, that was a BBW lady pretty much wanting to know why she couldn't get a high value man with her particular size. And of course, that has been a topic going around the internet, especially amongst women who are in the, let's say, BBW community. And those who talk negatively of BBWs are called fat shamers, or you're doing the act of fat shaming. Now, some brothers have come to the defense of BBWs, or pleasantly plump females. And I want to give like 2 examples of what that is right here. I'll play the first example right now.
Look, this is a message for all you body shamers out there. Just because she big, plus size, thick, BBW, it don't matter. She's beautiful. And you know what's crazy? Just because she big, beautiful, thick, chunky, fluffy in 2020, she gonna be the same thing in 2021. And guess what? Y'all little boys that used to make fun of these girls in school like, ha ha, she's big, she's fat, she's chubby. Y'all chasing that ass now, aren't you? Y'all want them big, thick girls, eh? Right? I mean, look who got the music world by storm. Lizzo, not J-Lo. What? You heard me. So all you little boys out there running around body shaming and secretly on your Tinder diving into these little girls' apps like, ooh, girl, you look so delicious and thick. These girls got that confidence. And guess what? They don't need you little skinny ass boys no more. Quit body shaming. It's gonna backfire on you. I'm telling you. Love you, big girls.
And then I want to play the second example of this lady talking about fat shaming.
You know that's a negative comment, right? I hope you know that, because you know any math, that's a positive times a negative equals a fucking negative, and that's a fucking negative comment. So keep that negative comment to yourself, and the other negative comments, y'all can keep that to yourself, because I don't even know why y'all saying she's beautiful but she's big. That makes no sense. And y'all coming at her for her weight. That makes no sense. My sister is banging. What are you talking about? She pulls more guys than me. 1. She has more confidence than me. 2. Like, what are y'all talking about? How about let's talk about y'all mamas? Let's go there if you want to go somewhere. Okay, then let's talk about something else, like positive things, like how these BBWs are winning. How about that? Or how they're beautiful. How about that? They are banging, actually. I be looking at them and I'm like, God damn, bitch. But let's get back to my sister, how banging she is. Let's look.
So what does this all really mean for today's topic? Enter in this particular superstar BBW model, Precious Lee. Now, she's been in a lot of stuff on social media. She's been in Vogue. She has been in like Fendi fashion shows. I mean, hey, she's doing her thing, right? And recently, she is like the head lady in this particular video called Spin 'Bout You with Drake and 21 Savage. Now, of course, a lot of people are applauding Drake for, him and 21 Savage putting this young lady in the video as the lead lady. And this should indicate that things are going to change, right? Well, rewind, Emma. Let's go back to last week where Chris Brown had a situation allegedly not allowing black women to enter into the club or to the VIP section with him in London. And then Chris Brown posted this story and it says like, hey, I got black queens all around me in the VIP, which was true. But we all know that Chris Brown is not really attracted to all black women. Not since Rihanna. I mean, Chris Brown does have a new son. That son is heavily mixed. So we all know that's pretty much the truth. But for political correctness, Chris Brown uses the term black queens. I love my black women. In other words, he may love his black women to be supportive, but that doesn't mean that he wants black women to date necessarily. And here's a situation that we're dealing with when it comes to this young lady here. All right. Now, there is a rumor going around saying that Drake is actually, boy, the clapping sounds, smashing Precious Lee. And he might. But the thing is, it's probably unlikely. Not necessarily because of Precious Lee's weight, but because of Precious Lee's color. We all know that Drake does not date black women besides Serena Williams. Normally, that's not his proclivity. And as far as, well, plus size BBW women, I've never seen Drake with a plus size BBW woman. But here's the thing. A lot of plus size BBW women love Drake, just like a lot of black women love Chris Brown. So it's really good to have in, your video a woman who could represent a good portion of your fan base. Just like a lot of ladies in America are America has a obesity problem for everybody. So a lot of people who are your fans or who dislike you are probably overweight, right? So this is a good situation for Drake to say, all right, well, we do have a lot of BBW models that are coming out now. It's more of an industry standard and all of that. So, hey, this will be hot as making her the lead chick on the video. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that woman is his preference. And that's where people, they sort of lose it there. We got to be honest. Just because society wants to make a certain thing popular, even with a certain skin tone or whether it's white women or black women or BBW women, most men are going to have their preference. And for the most part, we see what Drake's preference is. It'd be different if we're talking about Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne does have a proclivity for BBWs. So we've seen that. Now, if we're talking about Lil Wayne here, that would be different because it would make a lot of sense. But this isn't Lil Wayne. This is Drake. Drake typically doesn't date black women. He typically doesn't date women that are BBWs. That doesn't mean he's a bad person. It just means that, hey, for this particular music video, this is what he's doing. And I would suspect that some of the leading ladies in his music videos, he probably not even attracted to. For example, let's talk about the whole Future Kevin Samuels collab. Now, what Future said before Kevin Samuels passed away was like, hey, the video director wanted Kevin Samuels to be in the video. I don't know the guy. I didn't know who the guy was. I just happened to meet him that day. Now, Kevin said that Future knew who he was, but that could be something else, right? But the thing is like a lot of times video directors come up with these concepts for videos and the artist is not really involved. Artists are busy, man. They're doing a whole bunch of things. So the whole idea is that I would suspect that Drake is going to continue to date the kind of women that he wants, which are not what she's looking at. And I know people are going to be upset, but just like with women, if women like you, like women like rich men, they're not going to start liking broke men, right? Or women who like tall men, they're not going to start liking short men because short men are popular. Or fat men, they're not going to like that. Like, look at Lizzo. Lizzo doesn't like overweight men despite her size. She likes men who are tall and very muscular. That's not going to change who she likes. Her preference is what it is. And it's the same thing with Drake. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.